Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Can anybody hear me? Can you hear me? Please let me know if you hear me. Just do a thumbs up or something. Good afternoon. Great. Good afternoon. Welcome everybody. I welcome everybody to this masterclass. First of all, let me apologize for starting a little bit late. We ran into some technical problems, but I welcome you. You won't regret staying, waiting for us to start. Welcome. My name is Olu. I am the head of faculty for Generis Academy. Today is the 22nd of March, and it's 7 o'clock in Nigeria. It's 6 o'clock GMT. This is the Cisco certification masterclass. This is all about Cisco, but before we start, there's one or two things that I'd like to share with you. The first thing is we are doing a quiz that, it'll be nice for you to complete. We're using this to have a taste of the level of knowledge that our participants have of Cisco certification. If you do this quiz, there's a prize for the winner. The winner will be chosen after the masterclass. And there's a prize for a big prize for the winner. The winner will be given a whopping 50% discount to the price of the course if they choose to proceed with the Cisco certification course. I'm pretty sure that you can see the quiz on your screens right now, I think. Can you see it? Can you see the quiz? Can you see the quiz on your screens? Give me a thumbs up if you can. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay, that's great. So, make sure you complete the quiz. The first prize is a 50% discount, half price, to the course itself, the Cisco certification course. So we'll dive straight into the masterclass right now. I'll just share my screen. Can everybody see my screen? I'm sure you'll be able to see it in a minute. Okay. All right. Okay. Before we go into the masterclass proper, let me just welcome people. If you just let me know where you're joining from, I can see a couple of people from Nigeria. I can see one person from Kenya, I think. If you just let me know where you're joining from so we can welcome you properly. You will all have a chance to ask your questions at the end of the class. Daniel, I can see your hand up. You'll have a chance to ask your question at the end of the class. Okay, the agenda set for today. First item is to welcome you all, which we're doing at the moment. then I'll proceed and tell you a little bit about Generis Academy. Then I'll tell you a little bit about the masterclass itself, Cisco Masterclass. Then we will talk about the market trends, and then we'll go straight into the masterclass. At the end of the masterclass, you'll have an opportunity to ask the trainer questions. At the end of that, I'll come back and tell you a little bit more about the course, and then you'll have another opportunity to ask as many questions as you want. So let's go straight in. Who is Cisco? Cisco is a in fact, Cisco is the name of a company, but Cisco has become almost an English word. Pretty sure that you can find it in a dictionary somewhere. The name is synonymous now with networking in tech. Cisco Systems Inc., that is the name of the company. It's a multinational technology conglomerate. They are based in San Jose in California, USA. They were founded in 1984 by Leonard Bozak and Sandy Lerner, two computer scientists who were at the time lecturers at Stanford University in the United States. They were the ones who pioneered the concept of local area networks. If you don't know what a local area network is, I'm pretty sure that you'll get to know once our instructor comes in. Over the years, Cisco has grown into a global leader. They have grown into a global leader in networking technology, and they offer a wide range of products and services for networking infrastructure, including routers. Some people call it routers. The Americans will call it routers. I call it router, switches, security devices, wireless systems, and more. One very important thing that Cisco is known for, its certifications, such as CCNA, Cisco Certified Network Associate, CCNP, Cisco Certified Network Professional, and CCIE, Cisco Certified Internetwork Expert. These certifications are recognized all over the world. In fact, they are the industry leader in networking certifications from all over the world. What's the benefit of having a Cisco certification? Having a Cisco certification proves that you have, it's proof that you have unparalleled networking knowledge. You'll find that if you're going into networking, if you're not into networking yet, if you're going into networking, a lot of employers would have a preference for people who have Cisco certifications, because it's the benchmark for that industry. And not only is it the benchmark, doing the certification actually gives you very, very optimal knowledge about the subject area. The second benefit of a Cisco certification is it gives more opportunities for career improvements. Career advancement is rapid when you obtain a Cisco certification. Then the pay for a Cisco certified professional is always higher than a non-certified person. That's another great benefit of Cisco certification. Another great benefit is that certified people, or people who have good knowledge of Cisco technology, are given more preference in the industry. And that's because it's globally recognized. And again, like I mentioned, it's the market leader in that area of technology. And one very important benefit also is that you remain up to date because once you have the certification, you renew it. I believe it's every 2 or 3 years, and the tech industry is a very, very fluid industry. It's very fast moving, and things change very rapidly. And the fact that you have to renew your certification uh, puts you in the forefront of learning new technology uh, ahead of your peers in the industry, your non-certificated peers in the industry. Um, Now it is time to launch your career in tech. Launch your career with a CCNA. That is more or less the entry level certification. Well, I won't say the entry level, but I'll say the associate level certification. There's not been a more exciting time to launch your career. This certification offers uh, not only does it give you a foot in the door, it covers a broad range of fundamentals based on the latest technology, based on the latest software development skills, based on the latest job roles. When you do CCNA, you'll be learning things like network fundamentals, network access, IP connectivity, IP services, security fundamentals, automation, and programmability. Um, this kind of knowledge fuels business growth and it gives new approaches to infrastructure. From Cisco themselves, this is a career path of Cisco certifications at the entry level area. That gives you the entry level area on the extreme left gives you the basic knowledge of Cisco technologies. We at Generis Academy are more or less focused on the associate level, which is higher than the entry level. And that's where you get things like CCNA, you get things like Cisco certified DevNet associate, you get Cisco certified CyberOps associates. And after the associate level comes the professional level, and then you go on from the professional level to expert level. We prepare you for the world of Cisco certifications with the courses we have put together at the associate level. Excuse me, that not only gives you the fundamental knowledge, it also prepares you to go into the professional area and also into the experts area. What kind of jobs do you expect to do with your CCNA? You can work as a systems engineer. You can work as a technical support engineer, a desktop network support engineer, a network administrator, network security associates. I mean, it's limitless what you can do with CCNA, and there are not enough jobs in the market, that are waiting to be filled with people who are certified by Cisco. And what kind of salaries can you expect? Let's start from the base, and these salaries are based on on the average salaries in the United States, which really is a benchmark for the average salaries all over the world. Um, from the bottom up, a network administrator would expect at entry level to earn $63,000, which a system administrator, $66,000. As a systems engineer, your salary goes up to $76,000. As a network engineer, your salary goes As a network engineer, your salary goes up to $76,000. As an information technology manager, it goes up to $87,000. A cybersecurity analyst earns about $79,000 per annum. A senior network engineer earns about $102,000. An information technology director earns about $108,000. And a network architect earns a whopping $118,000 per annum. And this is devoid of any benefits. This is just a basic salary. So right now we have at Generis Academy, we have we pride ourselves in getting the best instructors to deliver these courses. Our instructor for Cisco, if you just give me a second. Yeah, our instructor for Cisco is a Cisco accredited instructor. That means that he's gone through the mill himself. He's done his Cisco exams. He's passed his Cisco exams, and Cisco have, tested him to make sure that he's qualified to actually deliver these courses. He's also a network engineer. He's an instructional technologist. He's an IT infrastructure manager. He's also a project manager. He's a database management and business information services specialist. He's been doing this for a number of years, and his passion, he's passing on knowledge, to people who are interested in coming into his field. His name is Abdul Salam, and I would pass you on to him for him to continue with the masterclass now. I'll just stop sharing the screen and pass you on to him. Abdul Salam, if you want to unmute yourself and take over.
Okay. Oh, hello. Good evening.
Good
Hello,
evening.
can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Yes, we can hear you.
Good evening, everyone. I am Abdul Salam B. Ibrahim by name, and I will be your instructor for Cisco Cisco certification courses. Let me share my screen briefly so that yes. Hello. Okay.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. So today's agenda, we are going to talk about 3 of the Cisco associate courses, which are CCNA, DevNet Associate, and Cyber Ops Associate. The essence of this presentation is to give you a full idea of what the course is about, the breakdown of the courses, the benefit of the courses, and a career opportunity in those areas. So it's your gateway actually to networking, cyber ops associate, and DevNet associate from let's say from beginner, or from after you must have having the experience with the entry levels, then you move into the associate. So this particular presentation is about the associate level, what it entails, that's what you are going to get out of the course. So firstly, each of these 3 associate courses, we go through the breakdown of the courses one by one, from the CCNA, Cyber Ops, and DevNet associates. Then we talk about the career opportunities in these areas. So let's begin with CCNA. CCNA is Cisco Certified Network Associate. Is a certification globally recognized credential that validates the knowledge and skills required to install, configure, operate, and troubleshoot medium-sized routed switch network. So it covers a wide range of networking topics, including network fundamentals, local area network switching technologies, routing technologies, infrastructure services, and infrastructure maintenance. The CCNA certification is an ideal for networking professionals who want to enhance their career prospects, demonstrate their expertise in networking technologies, and stay current with industry standards. So achieving CCNA certification showcases a strong foundation in networking concepts and prepare individuals for more advanced Cisco certification, such as CCNP and CCIE. Overall, the certification is a valuable asset for IT professionals looking to excel in the field of networking and establish themselves as competent and skilled network engineers. So let's talk about the definition of CCNA itself. CCNA stands for Cisco Certified Network Associate. Is a credential that validates the ability to be able to install, configure, operate, and troubleshoot medium-sized router switch network. So it covers a range of networking topics which we are going to discuss as we go on with this presentation. The importance of Cisco certification generally, which includes the Cyber Ops, CCNA, and Definite Associates, are highly regarded in the IT industry due to Cisco reputation for high-quality networking products and services. Holding a certification demonstrates expert in Cisco technology and solution, enhancing career opportunities and credibility in the field. Cisco itself, they actually are the product of most of these switch we use for layer 2 for local area network and router that's been router which is being used to connect network to network. So they believe that by providing you and giving you the experience training directly from their platform, that qualify you to actually be able to manage their products, which are their network products, which are switch and routers. The brief history of CCNA. CCNA program was first introduced by Cisco Systems in 1998. Over the years, the CCNA has evolved to keep pace with advancement in networking technologies and industrial requirements. CCNA has become one of the most sought after entry-level certifications for IT professional, associate levels, looking to build a career in networking. The certification has adapted to cover a broad range of networking topics, reflecting the changing landscape of networking technologies and practices. So the course, let's start by giving you the structure of the course itself, the key areas that the course focuses on. One of them is network fundamentals. This course introduces to networking concepts, protocols, and networking topologies, understanding the OSI model and TCP/IP protocol, how data transfers over the network, then basic of Ethernet, which is layer 2, and IP4 and IP6 addressing and subnetting, that's segmentation of your network. Then network access. It also focuses on configuring and verifying VLANs, trunking and Ether channels, which are also layer 2 protocols, and implementing and troubleshooting LAN switching technologies. You also have an understanding of how to secure wireless networks. 3 is IP connectivity. The course is about implementing and troubleshooting IP4 and IP6 routing, configuring and verifying routing information protocol version 2, EIGRP, which is Cisco proprietary for routers, which is layer 3 protocols, and OSPIF routing protocol, which is open standard. Then understanding wide area network technologies such as point-to-point protocols and generic routing encapsulation protocols. We also have IP services, configuring and verifying DHCP and DNS services, which is what gives each device an IP for them to be able to access the internet. They're implementing and troubleshooting network area translation and network time protocol, which are actually the NAT stands for when you have a local system in a station whereby you want to send data out of your network and you want to maintain your local network. So the protocol helps you to translate your local IP address to a single global address for you to be able to access resources all over the internet. Then understanding and configuring simple network management protocol and QoS, which stands for quality of service. 5, networking security. The course also covers networking security, which are implementing and verifying access control lists, configuring and securing network devices access, and understanding and implementing device admin techniques. The course also, CCNA also covers automation and programmability, which introduces basic network programmability concepts, using Python script for network automation tasks, and understanding the role of API and a software-defined network in networking management. Then we also have infrastructure service, which are DHCP, Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol, DNS and NAT, as I said earlier. There's simple network management protocol and quality of service. We also have infrastructure maintenance, because the CCNA course will also teaches about the troubleshooting network issue, network device monitoring, and device management and maintenance. So the CCNA course has been broken down into 3 tracks by Cisco. The first one is Introduction to Network, ITN, which is 8 weeks. The second one is Switching, Routing, and Wireless Essential, which is CCNA 2, also 8 weeks. And the third one is Enterprise Networking, Security, and Automation, which is CCNA 3. So these all module now, they all make the curriculum for CCNA certification. So let's talk about each one by one. The first one, which is Introduction to Network, covers the architecture, structure, functions, and component of internet and other computer network. So students achieve a basic understanding of how network operates and how to build simple local area network, perform basic configuration for router and switches, create IPv4 and IPv6 addressing schemes, and implementing internet protocol. Then the course also explains how the upper layer of OSI model supports network applications and troubleshoot connectivities in a small network. So for the CCNA 1, these are the Cisco standard course curriculum, which are just 11 chapters, walks you from the beginning to an expert. The second track of the CCNA is called CCNA 2, which is Switching, Routing, and Wireless Essential. This particular covers the architecture, component, and operation of router and switches in small network and introduces wireless local area network and security concepts. So students learn how to configure and troubleshoot router switches for advanced functionality, using security best practices and resolving common issues with protocols in IPv4 and IPv6 network. So for the CCNA 2, these are the standard curriculum by Cisco for completing the course, which are 16 modules. Then the last one, which is Enterprise Networking, Security, and Automation, CCNA 3. This is the last stage of CCNA. Completing this one means you have all the necessary skills to actually sit for the certification exam. And this particular course describes the architecture, component, operation, and security to scale for large complex networks, including one, the wide area network technologies. The course emphasizes network security concept and introduces network virtualization and automation. So students learn how to configure, troubleshoot, and secure enterprise network devices and understand how application programmable interface and configuration management tools enable network automation. For the CCNA 3, this is the standard Cisco curriculum, which are 14 chapters. I believe you must have experience from the introduction to network, which is first track, and the CCNA 2, CCNA 2, which means the combination of all this curriculum make the CCNA. So the benefit of CCNA certification, first, it's an industrial recognition certification. It's a globally recognized certificate in IT industry. So you question your expert and knowledge in networking technologies. Career advancement. Holding this certification in CCNA can open up new career opportunities and lead to promotion in roles such as network administrator, network engineer, or system analysis. The third one is it enhanced skills. The certification validates your proficiency in networking concepts, routing and switching technologies, wide area network technologies, and network security, and using your technical skills. It also increased earning potential. CCNA certification holders often command higher salaries compared to non-certified professionals due to their specialized knowledge and skills. We have job security. Holding CCNA also guarantees job security in a competitive job market. Having CCNA certification make you stand apart from other candidates in the industry. It also prepares you for advanced certification. CCNA serves as a solid foundation for pursuing more advanced Cisco certifications, such as Cisco Certified Network Professional, or CCIE, which stands for Cisco Certified Internet Network Expert. The networking opportunities. Going through CCNA program, being part of Cisco certification communities can connect you with other professionals, networking events and resources to stay up to date on industry trend and best practices. Then there are a lot of career opportunity for having a CCNA certificate. So earning this certificate opens a wide range of rewarding career opportunity in the networking field. So one of them is network administrator. Being a Cisco CCNA certified makes you responsible for managing and maintaining an organization network infrastructure, ensuring smooth operations and connectivities. It also qualifies you as a network engineer, which means designing, implementing, and optimizing network solutions, including routers, switches, and other networking devices like firewall and other security devices. It also qualifies you for network analysis, which enable you to be able to analyze network performance, diagnose issues, and recommending improvement to enhance network efficiency. The CCNA certification also qualifies you for system administrator, which is overseeing the configuration and maintenance of network systems, servers, and related IT components. The certification also qualifies you as an IT support specialist, which providing technical support to end user, troubleshooting network issues, and resolving connectivity problems. Also qualify you for network security specialties, which is implementing and managing security measures to protect the network from cyber threats and unauthorized access. It qualifies you also for wireless network engineer, which is designing and deploying wireless network solutions, optimizing coverage and ensuring seamless connectivities. Also qualify you as a voice over IP engineer, which is managing voice over IP systems, configuring IP telephony solutions, and ensuring quality voice communications. It also qualifies you for cloud networking specialists, which is designing and implementing cloud-based network solutions, integrating on-premises and cloud environments. The course also, CCNA also qualifies you for data center technician, which is managing data center infrastructure, including networking equipment, servers, and storage systems. It also qualifies you for a network consultant, providing expert advice and solutions to organizations on network design, optimization, and troubleshooting. It also qualifies you for telecommunication specialists, that's managing telecommunication networks, including voice, data, and video communication services. The course also qualify you for Network Operations Center, NOC technician, that is monitoring network performance, troubleshooting issues, and ensuring network uptime in Network Operations Center's environment. Because also, CCNA also qualify for IT project management, that is leading network infrastructure projects, coordinating team effort, and ensuring project delivery within scope and budget. That's for the CCNA. So the second part of the associate course is Cyber Ops Associate. This is a very good foundation when it comes to cybersecurity, and it teaches you all the necessary skills you need to learn to be able to protect network and Cisco devices. So the course introduces the knowledge and skills needed for security analysts. It teaches core security skills needed for monitoring, detecting, investigating, analyzing, and responding to security events, thus protecting systems and organizations from cybersecurity risks, threats, and vulnerability. Cyber Ops Associates covers the knowledge skills needed to successfully handle the tasks, duty, and responsibility of an associate level cybersecurity analyst. So the Cyber Ops Associate course structure. Students participating in this particular course, these are just the brief history of the whole bundle of the course. You learn the introduction to cybersecurity operation, which is basic of cybersecurity, security operation and incident response. You learn networking concepts, which are fundamentals of networking security, and networking protocols. We also learn security monitoring, which is techniques for monitoring and analyzing security events and alerts. And you also learn security policies and procedures. That is understanding security policies, compliance, regulation, and best practices. You also learn about network intrusion analysis, that is identifying and responding to network security incidents, analyzing intrusion patterns, and incident handling, which is incident response procedures, containment strategies, and post-incident analysis. We also learn introduction to threat intelligence, which is overview of threat intelligence, threat actors, and threat hunting techniques. Cisco Cyber Ops curriculum highlights. These are the highlights of the whole curriculum and what you are to benefit from the course. You have to be let's start from real world scenario, practical examples and case studies to illustrate cybersecurity concept in action. You actually get to practice the real world scenario using VM in a secure environment. Then hands-on labs, you also have access to interactive exercise to stimulate security incidents and practice response procedure. You also have access to security tools, which introduces you to common security tools and technologies using cybersecurity operation. You also learn cybersecurity best practices, which is learning industry standard practices for effective threat detection and incident response. Hands-on lab and practical exercise. Cisco place a strong emphasis on hands-on lab training and practice exercise to reinforce your knowledge on the course. So one of the benefits is you have access to virtual lab environments, access to virtual lab environment to stimulate real-world cybersecurity scenario. You also learn incident response simulation, practice responding to simulated security incidents from detection to resolution. You also learn network traffic analysis, that is analyzing network traffic patterns, identify anomalies, and investigate potential security threats. You also have access to security tool, which is hands-on experience with security tools such as security information and event management solution, intrusion detection system and intrusion prevention systems, and forensic analysis tool. You also have the knowledge of threat hunting exercise, which is engaging in threat hunting exercise to proactively search for signs of potential security breaches in the system, in your network rather. So benefit of Cyber Ops Associate certificate includes industrial recognition. The certification is globally recognized and respected in the cybersecurity industry, demonstrating a solid foundation in cybersecurity operation. You also have career opportunities, which opens doors to entry-level cybersecurity roles such as security analyst, security operations center analyst, incident responder, providing opportunity for career growth and advancement. Skills development, enhancing skills in threat detection, incident response, security monitoring, and network intrusion analysis, preparing individual for real-world cybersecurity challenges. Employability. This increases marketability to potential employers who value Cisco certifications, so increasing a commitment to cybersecurity excellence and professional development. Salary potential. Cyber Ops certifications holder often command high salary compared to non-certified professionals in cybersecurity roles, reflecting the value placed on certified expertise. Validation of knowledge. Going through this course and completion of the course validates understanding of cybersecurity fundamental, security concepts, network intrusion analysis, and aggression to security policies and procedures. Then professional growth. It provides a solid foundation for pursuing advanced cybersecurity certification, enabling continuous professional development and specialization in the field. Networking opportunity. The course connects you in The course connects an individual with a community of cybersecurity professionals, allowing for knowledge sharing, collaboration, and access to industry insights. The certification pathway. The certifications offers recertification options to maintain the certification validity, encouraging ongoing learning skills retention in the rapidly evolving cybersecurity landscape. Then personal fulfillment. So achieving the certification signifies a significant milestone in one's cybersecurity career, instilling a sense of accomplishment and confidence in tackling complex security and challenges. So the following slides talks about the career opportunity in cyber ops associates. So earning the certificate can open a variety of exciting career opportunities in the dynamic field of cybersecurity. One of them is security analysis. The certification qualifies you as a security analyst, which gives you the skills to be able to analyze security threats, conduct risk assessments, implementing security measures to protect an organization's digital assets. This also qualifies you for Security Operations Center, monitoring security alerts, investigating incidents, and responding to security breaches in Security Operations Center environments. It also qualifies you for Incident Responder, responding to security incidents in real time, containing and mitigating the impact of security breaches, and implementing incident response plans. It also qualifies you for Threat Intelligence Analyst, which is gathering and analyzing threat intelligence data to proactively identify and mitigate potential cybersecurity threats. Cyber ops also qualify for network security analysis, which is securing network infrastructure. It also qualifies for security operations specialist, which is managing security operations, coordinating incident response activities, and ensuring compliance with security policies and regulations. The certification also qualifies for cybersecurity consultants, which is providing expert advice and guidance to organizations on cybersecurity best practices, risk management, and security solutions. It also qualifies as a pen tester, which is ethical hacker, conduct security assessments, identifying vulnerability in systems, and performing penetration testing to strengthen cybersecurity defense. It also qualifies for security compliance analysis, which is ensuring compliance with industry regulations and standards, conducting security audits, and developing security policies and procedures. It qualifies for cybersecurity specialists, specializing in specific area of cybersecurity, such as cloud security, endpoint security, or data protection, based on individual interest and expertise. A security administrator, configuring and maintaining security systems, managing user access control, and ensuring the security of IT infrastructure. It's qualified for cybersecurity operation manager, which is overseeing cybersecurity operations, leading incident response team, and developing strategies to enhance an organization's security posture. So by the end of this course, upon completion of this course, the students should be able to perform the following, which is install virtual machine to create a safe environment for implementing and analyzing cybersecurity threat events, explain the role of cybersecurity operation analysis in enterprise, explain the window operating system features and characteristics needed to support cybersecurity analysis, explain the features and characteristics of Linux operating system, analyze the operation of network protocols and services, explain the operation of network infrastructure, classify the various types of network attacks, use various monitoring tools to identify attacks against network protocols and services, explain how to prevent malicious access to computer network, host, and data, explain the impact of cryptography on network security monitoring, explain how to investigate endpoint vulnerability and attacks, evaluate network security alerts, analyze network intrusion data to identify compromised hosts, understand cybersecurity operation, network principles, roles, and responsibility, as well as related technologies, tools, regulation, and framework available. Apply knowledge and skills to monitor, detect, investigate, analyze, and respond to security incidents. Apply for entry level as associate security analyst and incident response, and takes the Cisco certified CyberOps certification exam. So this course is a 17-hour instructor-led course with 28 modules and 46 hours on lab, with 110 plus interactive activities, video and quizzes, 6 Cisco packet tracer activities for simulation, and one practice certification exam. So the duration of course is typically 15 weeks. And this is the course content standard from the Cisco platform for the CyberOps Associate. It contains of 28 chapters, as said earlier. So thank you for listening. So the last one is Cisco DevNet Associate. The DevNet Associate, it teaches the methodologies and tools of modern software development applied to IT and network operation. It covers a 360 view of domain, including microservices, testing, container, the likes of Docker and DevOps, as well as securely automating infrastructure with API. The Cisco DevNet Associate Certification is designed for software developers and network professionals who want to develop applications and integration with Cisco platforms. So these are the course structures, the value you will get from the course. Introduction to software development, which is basic of software development, programming languages, and development environment. Then networking fundamentals, you learn to understanding networking concepts, protocols, Cisco networking, and Cisco networking technologies. Cisco platform and API, it gives you access to exploring Cisco platforms, APIs, and programmability features for network automation. The course also gives you access to application. You also learn application deployment and security, deploying strategies for application, security consideration, and best practices. Cisco DevNet tools and resources. The course also gives you access to Cisco resources, which is software-defined kits, sandboxes to be able to practice and test your code, and developer tools for application development. Also, automation and orchestration, automation techniques, scripting and orchestration for network management and operation, software development lifecycle, overview of software development lifecycle, version control, testing and deployment strategies. So the highlight of the curriculum, you learn API integration, learning how to integrate applications with Cisco APIs for network automations and management. DevOps practices, understanding DevOps principles, continuous integration and continuous deployment, and agile development methodology for software development. You also learn network programmability, which is exploring network programmability concepts, including software-defined network, SDN, and network automation. And collaboration tools, using collaboration tools for code sharing, project management, and communication with development teams, such as GitOps and other sharing other collaboration platforms. So the DevNet Associate course provides hands-on lab practical experience to help learners apply their knowledge in real life scenarios. So partaking in this course, these are the key areas of practical aspect of it. The first one is programming exercise. You learn to write code in programming language such as Python to interact with Cisco API and platform, to be able to configure the network devices. The API integration project, learn to build applications that leverage Cisco API for network automations, monitoring and management. Network automation and simulation, automating network configuration, monitoring tasks, and troubleshooting using programmable interfaces. DevOps workflow, implementing DevOps practices, which is continual integration and continual deployment pipeline and automation script for efficient software development and deployment. Collaborative projects, working on collaborative coding projects utilizing version control system and practicing agile development technologies. You'll be able to work together as a team while delegating responsibility to your other team member to be able to achieve a specific goal. So benefit of definite associate certification, it's one of them is in-demand skills. You develop experts in software development, network automation, and programmability, aligned with the growing demand for professionals with these skills. Versatility, it equips individual with the ability to work across software development and networking domains, opening up a wide range of career opportunity. Career advancement, it enhances career prospects by demonstrating proficiency in developing applications, automating network, and integrating technologies within Cisco environment. Industrial recognition, the certification is recognized by Cisco, a leading networking technology company, adding credibility to one's skills and expertise. Increased employability, it makes individuals more marketable to employers seeking professionals who can bridge the gap between software development and networking. Salary potential, certified professionals in cyber indefinite associates often command higher salary due to their specialized skills in software development and network programmability. Continuous learning encourages lifelong learning and skill development in emerging technologies such as DevOps, automations, and cloud computing. Networking opportunity, it connects individuals with a community of definite professionals, providing opportunities for collaboration, knowledge sharing, and career growth. Enhances problem-solving skills. These courses develop critical thinking and problem-solving abilities through hands-on project and practical exercises, software development and network automations. Professional growth, it serves as a stepping stone for pursuing advanced certification in areas such as DevOps, cloud computing, cybersecurity, and network automation. So career opportunities are in depth for holding a definite associate certification. You can work as a cloud developer, which is building cloud native application, integrating with cloud platforms and leveraging Cisco technologies in cloud environment. You can work as network security developer, which is developing security solutions, implementing secure coding practices, and integrating security features into network applications. You can also work as technical solution architect, which is designing and architecting solutions that combine networking technologies with software development principles. It also qualifies you for system engineer, which is integrating hardware and software systems, optimizing network performance, and troubleshooting complex network issues. It also qualifies you for application programmable interface developer, which is creating API, software development kits, and developers tools to enable seamless integration with Cisco platform and technologies. You also qualify for automation specialist, which is specializing in network automation, scripting, and orchestration to streamline IT operation and enhance efficiency. So by the end of the course, the students should be able to use basic Python programming and Linux skills, implement its developing provided by Cisco, development and design best practices, explain the process and devices that use current technologies to deploy and secure, compare software environment, and compare Cisco operation infrastructure management. So the comprises of 13 Cisco. So after explaining this, I would like to walk you through the basic understanding of networking today and how it affects us and how the skills is actually very important for everyone. Communication is almost as important to us as our reliance on air, water, food, and shelter. In today's world, through the use of networks, we are connected like never before. We are connected world without boundaries, global communities, and human networks. So for we to actually have an understanding of how all these things work, every computer on a network is called a host or end devices, which is your phone that you are using or your system that you are using for this particular meeting right now is the end device, or it's being called host. It's where the data generated from where you make requests to a particular server sitting somewhere in the world. And these server are computers that provide information to end devices. The common ones, we have virtually everybody use email, web services, and file servers. Your email is being stored on a centralized system, which you've been accessed from your own phone, which is either from your phone or from your laptop, which is the host or the end devices to acquire information sitting on an email. Let's example now, Gmail server. Virtually all your email is being saved on the Gmail server somewhere around the world. Then your host system, which is your computer or your phone, is what you it's what you actually use to make requests for these particular services. The same thing applies to web server. Web server runs web server software. Then clients use browser software to access web pages from their phone or from their laptop. Then we also have file servers. So file servers store corporate and users files. The client device access this file from anywhere in the world. Let's talk briefly about end devices. An end device is where a message originates from or where it's received. So data originates within an end device, flow through the network and arrive at an end device. So looking at this diagram now, you can see from the left-hand side, we have a LAN. Okay? By the right-hand side, we also have the LAN network. Okay? So LAN stands for local area network. Then in between them, we have internetwork, which is called router in networking domain. So someone from the left-hand side now, let's assume now someone from the left-hand side now wants to make a request for a file that is on the LAN on the right-hand side, which means the packet have to flow from the packet have to originate from the end devices, whether it's phone or a laptop, then passes through the switch, which is one of the intermediate devices, then into the global net, into the router, which is the edge router. If you notice, there are two routers by each edge of the LAN, by each end of the LAN network. So the router is what actually connects networks to networks together, while the switch is what distributes the network within our local area network. So when data is being generated from the A side, going to B side, it passes through the switch. Then the switch look at its CAN table and determine the best path to actually reach that resources. So once that been detected, the switch forwards that particular request to the edge router. Then the edge router also look at the packet, the destination IP address, where does it belong to? It checks its routing table and forwards the packet appropriately to the next row to be able to reach the destination. Then getting to the edge router of the LAN B, the LAN B receives the packet, look at the information, then determine, okay, this particular packet belongs to a host in this local area network. Then you forward it to the switch. On getting to the switch on the other side, the switch look at the package, look at the destination host, then forward it to the appropriate host, which is simple explanation of how you'll be able to open a web page on your phone. This is exactly what happens. You make a request, your switches send it to the router sends it to the internet sends it to the destination of where the data resides. Then the edge router then forward it to the server, then the server reply back. Then you have a page that also google.com or any website that you want to open. Then we have our intermediary network devices. An intermediate network device interconnect end devices. Example include switches, wireless access points, routers, and firewalls. Management of data as it flows through a network is also the role of our intermediate devices, including regenerate and retransmit data, which I just explained. As it receives the data, it look at the information, then from the information it gets from that particular package, to be able to determine the next port to forward the packet to be able to reach the destination. Then it maintains information about what pathway exists in the network, which is summary of what I've just explained to you. Then notify other devices of error and communication failure. This is usually in layer 2, which is switches. So intermediate devices are virtually what stand in between your device and the server that you are going to access. So when you pick your laptop and you are trying to access a website, that particular website is sitting somewhere on a server. So once you generate that particular request from your browser sends it to your switch, your phone sends it to the switch to determine, okay, then the switch look at it and be like, oh, this is not from my own local network. Then it sends it to the router. So when it gets to the router also strip the information, look at the information and determine, oh, this is also information. This is the nearest path towards that particular destination. Then that same router forward it to another router, which that one to forward it to another router till it gets to the destination of the edge router of that particular location where the server of that particular website is being hosted. Then once the server gets the request, it looked at the information, oh, this is the page you are looking for, then we sent it back. All this process takes place within seconds, but this is the process it takes. They all have to pass through these intermediary devices. So if you are connected to a Wi-Fi, the same thing happens. Immediately you make a request for a particular web page, the wireless looked at it and forwarded that information to the router. The router looked at it, forwarded it to the next router till they get to the server. Then the server responds back. Then the same process follow those processes back to get to your end host, back to your phone or your laptop. The network media, communication across network, which allows a message to travel from source to destination. We have these, let's say, 3 common network medias that we use. They all have their own advantages. Network or communication cannot take place without this network medias. So one of them is metal wire within cable, which uses electric impulses. That is copper. Sometimes we call them RJ. We call them Cat6, Cat5e, and we also have Cat6. Then we also have glass or optical fiber within cable, which uses pulse of light. We have fiber, then we also have wireless. So the difference between these 3 network methods is they have the range at which they can operate. For the copper now, copper is majorly, let's say, 100 meter minimum before you begin to experience data failure. While fiber can go from kilometer to kilometers. Then wireless is majorly just within the enclosed area, which uses modulation of specific frequencies of electromagnetic wave. So these network medias, they have to be in place and function very well before communication can take place over the network. Then we have network representations. So network diagrams, often called topology diagrams, use symbols to represent devices within the network. So important time to know includes network interface card. If you are using a laptop now, you notice there's usually a place where you plug your network cable. So that is your network interface card. It is also referred to sometimes interchangeably. They call it a physical port or interfaces. So if you look at the diagram above, you see end devices, intermediate devices, and network media. So end devices, as I said, is your computer, your IP phone, your mobile phone, your laptop, your wireless tablet, telephone endpoint, or printer. Intermediate devices are the devices in between your head host and the information you are going to get. They are the one that process the path to get to that particular server where the information is located. And the network medias are what connects those devices, either through wireless, through LAN media, which is Cat5 or Cat5E or Cat6, or through one area network, which is usually fiber optic. Network representation and topology diagram. We have two types of network topology. Physical topology diagrams illustrate the physical location of intermediate devices and cable installation. Then we have logical topology diagram, which illustrates devices, ports, and the addressing schemes. So what this means is, when you actually pass through this program, you learn how to design network and everything. There are two particular documents you also need to learn how to create. One of them is physical topology and logical topology. The physical topology basically is you to be able to give specific location of where each devices are. So if you look at the physical topology now, you can see we have by the left side, we have 3 servers. We have web servers there, email servers there, file server, which belongs to a particular organization. Then there is a switch in between them that connect the 3 of them. Then the switch is connected to the router. The router is connected to the internet. So it means that anybody from outside the world can make it. Anybody from outside world can make a request to this particular server. Once the information gets to any of the router, let's say on the internet, that particular router determine, oh, this particular something based on the IP address, this is the best part to get to that information. Then it forwards it to your own local router. Then the router forwards it to the switch. Then the switch forwards the request to, if it's either web you are looking for, email you are looking for, or file you are looking for. It sent the information to them, then the server replied back, and the same process is followed back to get to your system. So the essence of physical topology is to be able to give idea of each location of intermediate devices and cable installation in an organization. So the second one, which is logical topology diagram, this actually gives idea of ports and the addressing schemes of that particular organization. You notice that these two diagrams are actually the same thing. The difference there is the server now, the 3 server, the web server, email server, and the file server, it indicates the particular port in which they are connected to the switch. And you can see too now, the switch also indicates the port is written connected, which is gigabit 01, while the server port is fast Ethernet 1. The server 2 is fast Ethernet 2, and the server 3 is fast Ethernet 3. The same thing applied from the switch to the router. From the switch to the router, the connection is gigabyte to gigabyte, gigabyte 0/1 connected to gigabyte 0/1 of the router. So this gives you idea of the same thing applies to all the topology on the logical topology diagram. So the essence of this is, if you are troubleshooting or you have a network problem, having this topology down will be able to, it's give you a direct access to be able to know, okay, let me pick this particular IP address to know where the problem is. You'll be able to do your troubleshooting, determine which particular aspect is giving you problem, is if within your own local area or within the router. The essence of the topology is just to give you the address segmentations of your network, which IP addresses between the which IP addresses, which network belongs to so particular group of people and all that. So then common type of networks, we have local area networks and wide area network. Network infrastructure vary greatly in terms of the size of the area covered, number of users connected, number and type of services available, and area of responsibilities. Then 2 common type of network are LAN and WAN. If you look at the diagram by the right-hand side, you can see from the top side, we have home office, then there's a central office, and there's a branch office. All these companies, they are one company in different, one can be in London, one can be in US, they can be in different geopolitical, excuse me, they can be in different locations, but they are all interconnected, sharing the same resources for the company. So someone working from home now, you can see from home, the edge router is actually using a radio frequency. It means someone working in a central organization can decide to work from home. As long as they have the necessary credentials, they'll be able to log in from their own home router into the cloud, then to have access to the resources in the central location. The same thing applies to the branch. If you notice from the cloud, you notice that there is each router at the edge of them. We call this the edge router. This edge router are actually what process your information from your organization before sending it out. So any request that is coming to your organization now, this edge router will be the first to actually, assess them, then determine which particular parts that information is going to. So let's assume now someone from home need an information on a server in central office. As long as they have the credentials, they log in through VPN for security reasons to the cloud. Then the cloud connect them directly to their central location, and they can request for any information from the server. The same thing applies to any other host on the central branch. They can make a request to branch B. Another server is located in branch B now. So if they need the information from them, the same thing applicable to them once they have the appropriate credentials. So networking today, the recent trends, the role of network must adjust and continues transforming in order to be able to keep up with new technologies and end users' devices as they constantly come to the market. So several new networking trends that affect organizations and consumers are bring your own devices, BYOD, online collaboration, video communication, and cloud computing. So virtually, these three associate courses, they have what you actually need to be an expert and an authority in the networking field. So thank you for listening.
Thank you very much, Abdul Salam. Thank you very much. I'm sure everybody would agree with me that that was a very informative exploration into the world of Cisco, particularly into the world of networking. Does anybody have any questions? If you have any questions, please raise up your hands, and I'm sure Abdul Salam will be happy to answer any of your questions. Anybody have any questions? Okay, all right. If you don't have any questions, I'll just go on and give you a flavor of what we offer you at Generis Academy. I'm sure you all can see my screen now. When you enroll with us, by the way, our website is www.generis.academy. We have been in operation there now for a couple of years, and we offer tech courses to students all over the world. When you enroll with us, we have what you call a learning management system, an LMS. It is through this LMS that you would access your classes. Now, it's important to emphasize that all the classes are live. They're live and instructor-led. But coupled with that, every class is recorded. So after every class, or if you miss a little bit of any class, you can go back into the LMS and watch the recorded video. In addition to that, from the LMS, you'll be able to interact with other students. You'll be able to interact with the instructor. You'll be able to ask whatever questions the instructor will be able to pass on quizzes and tests to you, and you'll be able to do them from within the LMS and submit them. You would also be able to check your scores from there. Now, you also get access to a wide range of information, not particularly limited to the actual classes that you're taking. But we have a collection of information that will be useful to you, and you have access to all of this for a minimum of 6 months after your graduation. So you can always come back, even when you're working, you can always come back and, ask questions about, any issues that you are having or any blockers that you are having wherever you are working. You also get to participate in live projects. Again, like our instructor mentioned earlier on, we create sandboxes where you can do your projects, simulated projects, simulated real life scenarios, and so on. Then you get support and mentorship. We won't just teach you the course and leave you to it. We would mentor you. We would hold your hands. We will support you in any way that we can. We would also support you in preparing your CVs to go into the wide world out there to start looking for jobs. We would also point you in the right direction in which to look for jobs. In some cases, we may also give you references, job references. But that's something that we would arrange with you privately. Now, we would also give you pointers as to how to prepare for interviews, so that the whole thing is that we will prepare you to go into the outside world. Excuse me. Now, this course, we aim to start this course on the 6th of April. And this course will run for, well, depending on which course, which path you have chosen to go through. But if you want more information on the starting dates, you can write down these numbers. If you're in Nigeria, you can write down the numbers on the left-hand side of the screen. If you are in the United Kingdom or Europe, you can write down the numbers in the middle. And if you are in any other part of Africa or the US or any other part of the world, write down the numbers on the right-hand side of the screen to get more information. Just drop us a note on WhatsApp. Now on to the course fees. Now, I said earlier on that the quiz that was shared from the beginning, if you answer the quiz correctly, after this class, we will check, and if you answer it correctly and you win, we will give you a whopping 50% off whichever of the courses that you choose to go through. But for the purposes of this class, we have chosen to give 25% off the course fees. Now, and that is if you register for the course within the next 72 hours. Now, the normal course fee is 150. If you're in Nigeria, the normal course fee is 150,000. We will give you a discount, and you would only pay 112,500. If you are in the United Kingdom or Europe, the normal fee is 240 pounds, but the discounted fee is 195. If you are in US or any other part of the world, the normal fee is 300 pounds, and the discounted fee is $300, and the discounted fee is $250. Again, the numbers to contact through WhatsApp right there on the screen for whatever part of the world you are in. Um, does anybody have any questions? Okay. All right. We are on social media. If you want to connect with us, those are our handles on all the social media: Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram is the same handle. And if you follow us on social media and you apply for a course, we'll give you 5% discount on any of our courses. Well, if you don't have any other questions, I would like to thank everybody for attending and staying to the end. I know that all of you live busy lives. If you need to contact us, you have all the numbers. Please do not hesitate to contact us. Drop us a note, or call us on your WhatsApp. We're here to serve you. Thank you very much for joining, and have a very, very good evening. Thank you.
Thank you.